Mr. Speaker, I rise today to honor a true champion for community empowerment and civil rights in the San Fernando Valley and beyond, the incomparable Jose de Sosa. Jose de Sosa dedicated over 6 decades of his life to tirelessly advocating for justice, equality, and the well-being of our community. His passing leaves a void that will be felt by all those lives he touched. Born in Panama City, Panama, Jose later migrated to New York City, where he enlisted in the United States Air Force and served our country for over 10 years. That service was one of the many milestones he accomplished throughout his life. Jose met his beautiful wife, Juanita, in 1959. They got married and moved to Pacoima, where they raised 7 outstanding children. In his life's works, he demonstrated his commitment to justice and equity over the course of his 36 years working for Pacific Telephone Company and later became AT&T. In fact, he was a leader in pushing the Pacific Telephone Company to recruit from the Los Angeles Unified School District's skill centers, improving economic opportunity for Black and brown students and enabling hundreds of people to secure work and provide for their families in those good-paying jobs. But Jose's biggest impact on the San Fernando Valley was through his positions with the NAACP, where he served as president of the local chapter and his various roles as a board member in regional and state-level organizations. He was the first Afro-Latino to be elected president of the local and statewide NAACP, and he used his Black and Latino heritage to build working relationships between both communities and beyond. In challenging times during the 1980s, when Pacoima grappled with issues of police brutality from the Los Angeles Police Department, Jose de Sosa emerged as a fearless leader. His unwavering commitment to justice was instrumental in banning the use of the carotid chokehold by the LAPD, a pivotal step towards safeguarding the rights, safety, and dignity of all individuals. He worked with many of my colleagues, such as the legendary Congresswoman Maxine Waters and also Congresswoman Diane Watson, to hold LAPD accountable. It is these examples of his incredible leadership that makes Jose de Sosa's impact felt both locally and nationally. This advocacy on behalf of the safety of his community even led to a landmark Supreme Court decision sharply limiting the use of battering rams by law enforcement. His dedication to protecting the civil rights of all people reverberated throughout our community and set a precedent for justice. Even in his later years, Mr. de Sosa continued to serve his community with passion and vigor. He remained accessible and responsive to our community, making phone calls and sending emails whenever his assistance was needed to help a good cause. These efforts included actively informing people about programs to save money through solar energy, demonstrating his commitment to both the environment and sustainability and economic empowerment for all communities. He also continued to serve on various boards such as the Valley Interfaith Council, Alicia Broaddus Duncan Senior Center, San Fernando Valley Boys and Girls Club, Greater San Fernando Valley Optimist Club, and Neighborhood Legal Services of Los Angeles County. In fact, the Neighborhood Legal Services Community Room in Pacoima is named in his honor. Mr. de Sosa's legacy is one of resilience, determination, and selflessness, and service to all. His life's work has left an indelible mark on the landscape of civil rights and the community and advocacy overall. As we reflect on his contributions, let us remember Mr. de Sosa as an inspiration to us all, a true force for positive change. May his memory be guiding light for the future generations as we strive to continue the fight for justice and equality for all. Our thoughts and prayers go out to his family, friends, and all those who were fortunate enough to know this remarkable individual. I had the honor of recognizing Mr. de Sosa last year right here on the United States Representatives floor to recognize Black History Month as one of our leaders in Pacoima and the San Fernando Valley. A few years later, we honored him in the community as the San Fernando Valley Boys and Girls Club. We shared stories and laughed and even cried together. Mr. de Sosa was married to his wife and partner for 61 years, Juanita, and she had passed recently. They were world travelers, and they instilled that in their children and their descendants. He leaves grandchildren, great-grandchildren, great great-grandchildren, numerous nieces and nephews, and friends and acquaintances. We all miss him. May his legacy endure and inspire us to build a more just and compassionate society for everyone. Mr. Speaker, I yield back.